Hey everybody, it's Joe from Papa Jobo's. Today we're going to be taking a quick look at some new photos for Stranger Things Season 4. I was a huge Stranger Things Season 1 and 2 fan. Season 3 piddled out for me. The storyline wasn't as good, but I didn't see a lot of overt wokeness in it, and I can't remember any. I only watched it once, and that was, I think, 3 years ago when it came out. And I just don't remember any nonsense in it that we were seeing in so many other things. It just wasn't the best story, is what I remember. I remember little Erica Sinclair was a really annoying character. She was just kind of mean, snotty. That actually is, besides the food court, because I grew up in the 80s and it looked exactly like that, she was the most memorable character to me in that for some reason. Anyway, let's get into this. So it says, here's the official description of Season 4. It's been 6 months since the Battle of Star Court, which brought terror and destruction to Hawkins. Struggling with the aftermath, our group of friends are separated for the first time. That's actually kind of interesting. And navigating the complexities of high school hasn't made things any easier. In this most vulnerable time, a new and horrifying supernatural threat surfaces, presenting a gruesome mystery that, if solved, might finally put an end to the horrors of the Upside Down. That sounds pretty good to me. Like I said, I was a huge fan of the first 2 seasons. I mean, a really big fan of the first season, kind of like everyone. The second season was really good with Sean Astin. You didn't get any messages in it. Fantastic. Let's see what they're doing in this one as far as pictures go. So this is Maya Hawke and Robin Buckley as, Natalia Dyer and Nancy Wheeler. I don't remember Natalia Dyer for some reason. They look like they're dressed for a, I don't know, an 1870s showdown or something. I don't know. Hoedown? Hoedown? Yes. Let's go down here. We'll see a couple characters I don't recognize, but of course we got Steve Harrington, and then we got Nancy. Eddie Munson is a new character in this season, I believe. I believe that's the guy right there in the middle with her. Don't know what they're looking at, but of course here we have, David Harbour as Jim Hopper. He does a great job as him. I loved watching him. Move down to this one. We got a lot of the kids standing around a chandelier. Looks kind of creepy. And then they're playing D&D. Hell yeah, man. And they got the 1980s books. Look, man, I know that sometimes people go, hey, the member berries are a stupid thing, but man, some of them get me. I mean, you show me 1980s D&D stuff, I'm going to spaz out a little. I think it looks awesome. And of course, as we go to the next one, we have our 3 main characters, Mike Wheeler, Eleven, and Will Byers. Don't know what they're looking at, but they look rather amazed. And as we go down to the next one, we're going to see Jonathan. I don't know who this guy in the back of Jonathan is, but we got 11, Mike, and Will. Looks like they're back together in a scene. Here we've got Dustin. We got the little Lucas girl. I think her name's Erica. And I don't remember the little redhead in the background. Let's see. Oh, Max. Duh. That's right. It's been 3 years. You're going to have to give me a break on some of this. They all look a heck of a lot older. So we got Jonathan here. We got Will. We got, what's his bucket? Mike. Anyway, I'm not sure who they all are. Looks interesting. Looks like the Lucas siblings and Dustin are having fun. Go down to this one. We got Joyce Byers, and then we got, what's his face? Murray Bauman. That's right. Anyway, that's not too interesting. I mean, the stills are fine. They look good. The cinematography looks good. I've always liked the way a lot of Netflix films are shot as opposed to, say, something like Amazon. I think those look really amateurish, even their most expensive things, even if they have a good story there sometimes. But the part I'm interested is this down here. 7 years ago, these are the Duffer brothers speaking. 7 years ago, we planned out the complete story arc for Stranger Things. Creators Matt and Ross Duffer wrote in an open letter to fans last month. At the time, we predicted the story would last 4 to 5 seasons. It proved too large to tell in 4, but as you'll see for yourselves, we are now hurtling towards our finale. It's been a little while. Yeah, no kidding. 3 years, you think? With 9 scripts, over 800 pages, almost 2 years of filming, thousands of visual effects shots, and a runtime nearly twice the length of any previous season, Stranger Things 4 was the most challenging season yet, but also the most rewarding one. He goes on to congratulate everyone, and they talk about some sequels. The part that interests me is that it was worked on for so long, how many scripts there are and how many pages. This, I hope, does not portend horrible things for this show. It might, though, and here's why. The Batman, a lot of people like it. I get it. Go watch my review on it. You can see why it's not. It becomes extraordinarily bad after the second half. And it's like I said, it's like someone came in from big industry up top and said, nope, this isn't woke enough. Take it this direction or else. It's a theory of mine, but I think it's pretty feasible. That's what worries me about this. I know that COVID had a bit to do with it, but all those rewrites, all those pages, how large it is, were they interfered with by Netflix? I mean, we'll just have to wait and see, I guess. But I am worried about it, just like I'm worried about anything that I like nowadays. I don't really know much about the Duffer brothers. I don't know if they have a political ideology that's going to be shoved into this. I sincerely hope not, and I hope they just keep telling the story. I hope it's a better story overall than what we saw in season 3. But in the end, I hope we just get some good late 80s fun out of this. Yeah, give me some of the nostalgia. I'm fine with it if you do it right. Like we said, we got that in Spider-Man No Way Home, Ghostbusters. There's a lot of examples out there. Dune was not really nostalgia bait, but it was just done really well. We're getting some wins in this industry finally, and I'm hoping, really, really hoping that this turns out good, because I really liked Stranger Things. Did not hate season 3, just, solid 7 out of 10. Other 2 seasons, I gave 10 out of 10 for each season. I really liked them. But yeah, let's cross our fingers. Hope we get the best out of this, and that we get a Stranger Things season 4 that is worthy of the fandom and the nerds. I'm Papa Jobo. Thanks for your support. Peace.